Concentrated look at what happened here tonight.
Mr. Taggart went on to express a sincere desire to stand in front of the General Assembly with David Sarif, united in their... Pause to find a common ground. Re-establishing security system. See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
Jensen, I'd appreciate it if you instructed your street informants to use more conventional means of contacting you.
What are you talking about, Pritchard?
I mean, I found a message stapled to your door. Colo, alley off Bagley Avenue, Ezekiel. How cryptic.
That's near Sarif HQ. I'll look into it. Oh, and it's Cholo.
You look like a guy that gets around. What does it look like?
What'll it be? See you soon.
Save the hostages. Listen, I ain't no killer. It was never supposed to go that far. I mean, I'm glad you was able to stop that. No matter what he thinks.
You got my message, cabrón.
Sanders. You're taking a risk meeting this close to Sarif headquarters.
Same risk as you, considering you're the one who let me go. But I don't plan to stick around that long.
Yeah? So what's this about?
I did some house cleaning after the plant. And I turned up some intel on that gearhead motherfucker who used me and my brother. Chink left the pocket secretary behind. Don't say who he was working for, but it's got access codes, names, shit like that.
Why are you giving it to me?
Maybe I don't like feeling like I owe you. Or maybe I figured I'd send a snake to kill a snake. Take or to leave it, pendejo. Either way, my debt is paid. Get lost, perro. You got shit to do.
Back away, Hansa. Maybe I didn't see you at the plant, but I can see you now.
Access granted.
Nice night for a walk.
Dr. Chetchery, call 217.
Will you be purchasing anything today?
Dr. Chetchery, call 217.
Well, maybe next time. See you then.
Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something.
I'd advise you to stay away from the DRP gang.
I can do that.
Jensen,
How can I help you, Francis?
you know why I'm contacting you.
The transmission that's making a mockery of your security efforts?
It's keeping a back door open into our network. None of us are secure unless you find the antenna that's sending it and shut it down.
For you, anything.
Real talk. If you think offense ain't that bad, then why don't you just become a skinner yourself?
I'm just saying, think about it. We totally outarmed the bangers. We got more territory now. The only thing they got over us is that some of them got augmentation.
Where did they get the money to buy them?
I don't care, man. That shit is against God's word and all that. I'd rather have my self-respect. You know, let those whack-ass bangers mutilate themselves.
Well, if there ain't no UN resolution passed, we not just gonna be the minority soon.
We'll see about that.
Nah, man, you can't never leave this area. This door gotta be guarded 24/7, you hear me?
I hear you, man. That rocket launcher is sweet.
Just my little surprise for the MCBs. And ain't nobody gonna jack it. You got me?
I got you. No jacking off with a rocket launcher.
Don't get smart. Just check inside once in a while in case someone tries to get in through the vent. You feel me?
I feel you. No air vent, no elevator shaft neither.
I see you!
I see!
Nah, man, you can't never leave this area. This door gotta be guarded 24/7, you hear me?
I hear you, man. That rocket launcher is sweet.
Just my little surprise for the MCBs. And ain't nobody gonna jack it. You got me?
I got you. No jacking off with a rocket launcher.
Don't get smart. Just check inside once in a while in case someone tries to get in through the vent. You feel me?
I feel you. No air vent, no elevator shaft neither.
You're dead, Cutter! we had cable. How comes I ain't getting nothing but Piker's news?
That's all we do get, ever since that Purity dude went up on the roof and hacked the antenna.
Sanders' friend? You let him up near the helipad?
He said he'd get us porn.
And you believed him? Fucking idiot.
We're a handful of people. We're taking into
Unequipped.
Boss, is that back door still open?
No, good job. Frank just sent me the all clear. Now it's time to find the bastards who attacked us. Farida, you standing by?
On the line, boss. Jensen, you reading me?
Loud and clear.
Stay close to the antenna. Pritchard sent me the coordinates for it. I'm coming to pick you up. Mr. Jensen, your limo has arrived. You ready to leave?
Yeah, let's go.
Great. Detroit local. This is Sarah Industries Bravo Echo Echo 008. Continuing on.
Richard, you got coordinates on that factory yet?
I was only able to pinpoint an approximate area, Jensen. So scout around and look for anything unusual. I'll keep monitoring the frequency in case it suddenly goes active.
I ain't gonna mess with them boys. You look like you could give them a run.
Yo, what's good, man? You looking for some new toys? I can make you a good deal.
I could use some information.
I could tell you some shit for sure. What you want to know?
You guys seen anything suspicious going down around here?
Suspicious ain't the word, man. All types of caravans moving in and out of here. They're going all out.
Who is they?
Well, that's the problem. These motherfuckers ain't consistent for real. The feds were buying up all the land from the textile manufacturers until about a month ago. That's when some started going down in this bitch. Something real. What you call it before?
Suspicious.
Word, suspicious. Something real suspicious started happening. These spec ops moved into the factory and started running some sort of major operation. They picked off my brother for trying to set up shop in the area. Rest in peace, Big Rizzle.
Yeah, rip. Is Spec Ops still around?
Yeah, no doubt. They got a patrol unit in the courtyard, and they got snipers on the roof and shit. Thing is, I saw some government vans lurking around, so it looks like they be moving their party somewhere else and making way for the feds once again.
Thanks.
All good. Anything else?
Might be a good idea to stock up. What do you have?
Shit, son. We got some hot items right now. Check it out. What you need?
I'll take a grenade pack.
Good choice, son. Anything else?
I'm good for now. Thanks for the offer.
All good, son. Peace. And watch your back.
Yo, some guy with a scope is watching the slums. Keep your head down.
Manderley was supposed to have that morgue locked down, but somebody got to the corpse before we did. We can still reconfigure, track this Yahoo down.
It's too late for that. It's time to clean up.
But what about the Dutchman?
No loose ends, Barrett.
I'll make the call.
Malik, get out of sight, now.
Why? What's going on?
They're here. The mercs who killed Megan and her team.
Fuck!
I'm going in.
Besides, we're about to pull out anyway. Just waiting on confirmation about you.
I still can't believe it, man. 3 months on the go with those security freaks. Something blows it at the last minute.
You mean somebody? Maybe even the same guy who got inside that door before we did.
Man, I'd like to get my hands on that freak.
You see the look in his face when he got back here. Tells me
I do not have a confirmation yet.
Hostile in the area. Keep searching.
Richard, patch me to Sarif. We may have a problem here.
Wonderful.
Adam, talk to me.
This factory, where the hacker's signal originated, it's got FEMA signs all over it. I think it's some kind of internment camp.
FEMA? That's impossible. Half of our contracts are government issue.
I know, but the soldiers who attacked us are here. And from the looks of it, they've got access to some pretty impressive equipment.
I better make some calls. Find out who's giving the orders and get back to me.
My way is faster. See? Why carry him when they can walk?
So why is he not walking out of here?
Hang on. Gotta be one of these buttons.
Possible visual.
Get over there and confirm it.
Hello? Hostile on the ground! Over there!
I expect y'all fight us. At least you won't be breaking out of this stuff anymore.
Yeah. But what about those FEMA raiders? We 86 them before we go?
Nope. Orders are to leave them alone. Don't worry. They got secrets of their own to protect.
Holler for backup.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Jensen, that frequency we tracked just got a burst of activity. I think these guys might be pulling out.
Yeah, I've kind of been getting that feeling. Any idea who's running the show?
They're using some kind of code. But from what I can gather, the guy giving the orders is still a level below you.
Nice job, Pritchard. I'll find him.
Man, they left us one hell of a mess. Those vents must be rat-infested by now.
Hey, who the hell are you?
Cool it, guys. Orders are to pull out, but I can't leave without my stuff.
Yeah, right. Getting into the barracks requires a security code. Tell me what it is, and maybe I'll let you through.
Yeah. What's the passcode, pal?
7984, asshole. Now back off or I tear you two stooges another one.
Fine. Just make sure you clean up your mess back there before you leave. I thought you were in a rush to pull out, soldier. Get your things and leave so we can have our facility back. The addicts list isn't a joke, you know.
I've got a possible visual. Hello? If anyone is hiding here, you'd better come out. False alarm.
One of our guys is there. I think he's alive. Stop!
Go!
I see you!
Time!
What the hell is that?
Looky here. We got us a Boy Scout.
He must be the one who mucked up my operation at the morgue.
Get rid of him, Barrett.
Oh, that's gonna be a pleasure.
Trying to make me mad? Come on out. Son, this is just the way I've always liked it. Mano y mano. One-on-one. This is where the rubber meets the road, boy.
Access granted.
Come on out, Reno. Play dirty? You're gonna pay for that. That's enough. You're gonna pay for that.
Access granted.
I'll find you. I'll teach you a little something about pain.
Access granted.
Damn sheep shot bastard! Damn sheep shot bastard! When I find you, I'll teach you a little something about pain. Hey boy, I think I remember you now. Hear that? What the hell were you thinking coming here? You should have left well enough alone. You know, had to stick your nose where it didn't belong. You little son of a bitch! What the hell was that, kid? I'm gonna teach you to act.
Access granted.
Chew on it. Little son of a bitch!
Don't die on me yet. This Boy Scout's got a few questions to ask. Your leader, the one who called you Barrett. Who is he? Why is FEMA sending you after Seraph Industries?
FEMA? You think FEMA gives a rat's ass about some rinky-dink biotech corporation's company secrets? You got worse enemies than FEMA.
Yeah? Like who? Who?
Get to Shanghai. Hangshot Court Gardens. Penthouse. Tell him... Tell him... Tell him Barrett sent you straight to hell!
Jensen, what's going on down there? Those soldiers just sixed out like you wouldn't believe.
They see you.
No, I was flying dark in case it got hot. You all right?
I'm fine. Patch me to Seraph.
I'm getting you out of here first. Get to the LZ. I'll pick you up there. You ready to get out of here, Jensen?
Yeah, take us back to Seraph Industries.
None too soon, if you ask me. Strap in and hold on.
Jensen, I need to speak with you. Meet me in your office right away.
I'd love to, Francis, but I have to debrief Seraph first.
I suppose you could, or you could hear what I have to say and see if that doesn't change things. Pritchard out.
I can't believe it, Jensen. An internment camp smack dab in the middle of Detroit. Shit. You know, people have been talking about these kind of things ever since I was a kid. But to actually find evidence, to know the people running this country distrust us so much, makes you wonder if they really did close Guantanamo.
Hey boss, you been up to see Mr. Seraph yet? Asked me to remind you to go see him, if you haven't yet.
Jensen?
Prague today. The same hotel.
I'd like to
that was
finish up what I have to do
concurrently hosting
so I can get
a
home.
conference for UNESCO. This sighting comes barely 3.
Can you believe what's going on out there? Terrorists, demonstrations. I heard there's been lots of violence in Derelict Row, too. Gangs, I guess. Not too many casualties yet, but something's got them on edge.
We need everyone on high alert. It's not only the pro-Augs who might want to get at Taggart, but the ones against them, too.
You're saying that pro-human activists might see this visit as treachery?
I'm just saying anything is possible, so keep your eyes out for suspicious characters.
Right.
No one relaxes until Taggart and his entourage are out of the building.
Hey, boss. I heard there was some kind of commotion at the downtown police station earlier. You know that's the precinct that was handling the investigation into the first attack against us, don't you? We're attacked, then the police handling the investigation get attacked. I guess it's a stretch to think that the two are related.
Kicked me out of his office saying he didn't have time for staff reports. I've never seen Frank this stressed out about something.
Well, can you blame him? A security breach of this magnitude? It's like our entire network has been violated.
I guess. But when you have that much money,
I don't
right?
know, but he's got a shitload of new coding.
See you
to do.
later.
All the passwords he has. Ouch. No?
With all due respect, Mr. Cannon, I can't believe we're letting that arrogant bastard Taggart sniff around our building.
Don't start getting all hyper on me now, Dobell.
His Humanity Front rehabilitation centers are not filled with recovering neuropozyne addicts. They're exactly what the name says they are, a front.
For what, Dobell?
Remember those allegations about the front sending money to organizations with known ties to terror cells? They're building training facilities for Purity First terrorists.
Taggart's aide Sandoval doesn't look like a terrorist to me, Dobell. The man is a doctor.
It's the perfect cover, if you ask me. Mr. Jensen, did you run into Bill Taggart yet? I seriously can't believe Mr. Sarif let him in this place. After what his people did at our plant?
Just something about Taggart that I found a little mesmerizing.
He's a bigot, Walt.
I know, but he did this thing. I asked him if this was his first time in Detroit, and he started telling me how he came here in '06 for the last game of the ALCS. You know, when Kenny Rogers was spraying champagne everywhere?
I hate baseball.
So while he's telling me this, Denny comes over and tries to ask him something, but Taggart just holds up a hand, turns to me, and says, "Excuse me, will you?" I thought it was a pretty polite gesture for somebody everyone keeps calling superior.
I'm sure Mussolini was polite too.
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Sarif?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Sarif created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Sarif created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you. Don't you have some investigating to do?
I saw William Taggart in the building earlier. Guy's got balls coming here.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes. Yes, I imagine you do. As David Saraph's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
My memories are none of your damn business, Taggart.
Did I hit a nerve? Forgive me. It's my nature as a psychologist, I suppose, to want to ask the difficult questions. You see, I find that ignoring them doesn't make them go away. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
You're Taggart's aide, aren't you? Dr. Isaiah Sandoval, isn't it?
No need to play ignorant, Mr. Jensen. I am quite sure you have a file on me that's as thick as the one you have on Mr. Taggart.
You're an outspoken activist in your own right, Dr. Sandoval.
When you have seen the things that I have, you find you have no choice but to stand up and be counted. Frankly, I am surprised an ex-cop like yourself isn't more disturbed by the dangers of this technology.
Augmentations help a lot of people, Doc. Handicapped, war vets.
Yes, but at what cost? My own friend had his life ruined by these so-called enhancements of yours. A man much like you who had no choice but to become augmented. Yet once he was... Too much power can make you do terrible things, Mr. Jensen. I suggest you think long and hard on that.
I'd like to hear more about your friend, Dr. Sandoval. What exactly did he do?
Nothing.
Was he injured in the Gulf?
He went on a rampage in a shopping mall, if you must know. Hoping to be gunned down by the police, rather than face a lifetime battling augmentation addiction.
He was addicted to augments?
They don't talk about it in those corporate brochures of yours, do they? Neuroposine dependency, rejection psychosis, any number of physical and psychological ills have resulted from this technology, and yet we rarely hear a word about them.
I'm sure the literature is out there.
No thanks to the throng of corporate lawyers attempting to stop it.
Your friend, did he succeed? Did he suicide by cop?
No. Bill Taggart talked him down. I am sure you are very busy, Mr. Jensen, as are Mr.
Doing
Taggart
my job
and
here,
I.
sir. I'm sure you can appreciate
I'm glad we had a chance to talk, Mr. Jensen.
Athena, you've been at this company a long time.
I hope that's not a comment about my age, Adam.
No. But I know nothing gets by you. If Sarif had done something that could compromise us.
Mr. Sarif has only the best interests of this company in mind, Adam.
I'm not questioning that.
Aren't you? I've been here since the beginning. I've seen how he built this up from nothing. He cares for his people. He truly believes what we're doing is important, and he would never do anything to jeopardize it.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you shouldn't have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy. You better get in there, Adam. David's been waiting.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. The truth is, I've had a lot of other things on my mind. I'm trying to secure a future here for all of mankind. I can't let trivial security concerns get in the way when people like Bill Taggart want to see me fail. No, you're my best warrior, Adam, and I trust you. I know the loyalty you've shown me will only continue as we take this fight into the future, because that's what's really important, isn't it? The future.
I think I proved myself today. And the only reason I'm worried about that loophole right now is because the data you streamed through it could have been accessed, backtraced, and stolen by the men who attacked us. Our enemies might still find a way to hurt us with it.
First of all, I wasn't questioning your integrity. And don't you think you're being just a little bit paranoid here? You disappoint me, son. What happened 6 months ago was a tragedy, plain and simple. I realize you lost more than most of us that day. But I can't have you overreacting like this. Questioning me about things that don't even matter. Megan believed in you. Can't you just leave it at that?
Boss, I really don't understand why you're giving me the runaround. When you hired me, I said I'd give you the best I could, but I can't protect us if you keep hamstringing my every move. If you won't level with me and tell me what it is you're hiding, then I'm out of here. I quit.
Adam, wait. You can't leave us. We need you. Now more than ever. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people. Potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
Athena tells me you spoke to Sarif. Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any lead Sarif spoon-feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
You meant when?
Pretty sure I didn't.
The Humanity Front? Shit. They're no better than those purity first jerks. Only they attack us in the press.
Sorry, Adam, I can't help you right now. I'm trying to deal with the fallout from the Taggart meeting.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the Typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, It was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
You still here, boss? I would have thought you'd gone home by now. People are finally starting to calm down in here.
Hey, Mr. J, I heard you're going off to China. What's up with that? We were just attacked by terrorists. I don't mean to question the boss man, but isn't this a weird time to send our chief of security halfway around the world?
Another late night, huh?
Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hangsha.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in. Jensen, you might want to get ready. The jewel of the Yangtze approacheth.
Son of a bitch. I'm supposed to find answers in that?
Hey, twice the scum and half the space. Hang on, we're going in. The address you got off that Merc, Hangsha Court Gardens? It's a bit of a walk from here in the Yuzhou district, but I figured it might be best not to drop you too close.
In case Barrett only gave up the address, knowing I'd walk into another trap.
It's the kind of thing I'd do to an enemy. You want my advice? Just find out who lives there and get out.
You seen Ning lately? Not since last week. I'm starting to get worried. She missed 3 days of work already. You don't think? Chan, for Ning's sake, I hope not. May is worried though.
Speaking of May, is she still downstairs arguing with Acker?
Where else would she be?
That girl is seriously going to get herself into trouble one of these days.
If that were the case, she'd already be in trouble. Between you and me, I'm starting to think Chan's afraid of her.
Hello, sir. We are on break. But if you would like to talk to one of the girls on duty, just head downstairs.
No, don't tell me I left my purse in there with May. Hey, mister, you think you could go in there and pretend to be a customer? It might break up the fight.
I told you, I am not getting augments. Not for this.
Our customers would pay much for the services of an augmented girl. You can make a lot of money.
Then tell customers to get themselves.
May, you have a customer. Get to work. My apologies, sir. I was not aware May had a client waiting. Please, enjoy your evening.
You're not a customer, are you?
What makes you say that?
The way you move, your attitude.
And what's my attitude?
Police. Or soldier. Someone on business. So why are you here?
I heard your argument. What was that all about?
They want me to get augmentations. For the customer's pleasure. It's sick. I quit before I ever let them touch me.
Sounded like they don't consider it an option.
They don't. I am lucky, I guess. I've been here the longest. It has advantages. But the new girls, they're not so lucky.
What do you mean?
They are forced to get augments. It's very bad. One of the girls who work here, Ning, she has been gone for days. I fear they took her and will force her to get augmented. You seem like a good man. I am desperate. Please, can you help? I can pay you.
Why do you think Ning has been kidnapped?
Before, we could always refuse augmentations. But more and more girls got them, and it brings more money. Now they force us to do it. They won't even hire purebreds like me anymore, because they're not as popular.
Is Ning one of the pure breeds?
Yes. Oh, well, I hope she still is. They started pushing for her to get augments. She say no even when it gets violent. Now I fear they lose patience and will force the operation. Ning's not the first, and she won't be the last.
You keep referring to them. Who are they?
The Honghua Hotel used to be independent. In the past, we had a deal with local police for protection. And because we ran a clean and safe business, they looked the other way. But then, things changed.
What happened?
Bell Tower become the police in Lower Hansa, and they not care to help us. So, a drug lord came in with all his men and took control. Things has never been the same, and we cannot do anything about it.
Isn't this a job for the police?
The police leave Lower Hansa to Bell Tower, and Bell Tower not care what happens if criminal pay them money. They don't care about my friend, or any of the other girls forced into the sex trade.
Okay, I'll help your friend.
Thank you. I knew I was right about you, Mr. Jensen. I fear there's little time. You must find Ning before they leash her with augments.
Leash her?
Yes, they call it that. They leash their girls with augments to keep them under control by supplying neuropozyne. I do not know where they keep Ning, just that it is somewhere in Dagong district.
A specific location would help.
I tell you, I do not have one. But there is a bouncer here, Chuan Li. He works with these people. He will know where Ning is. He goes to the roof to smoke often. Look for him there. You might be able to convince him to reveal the place.
Anything else you can give me?
Yes. The men holding Ning. They most likely work with local triad gang here, the Harvesters. If you look for some of them around, maybe you find Ning better.
Got it.
Did you find Ning? Or speak with Chuan Li?
about bringing your families over there for Christmas vacation. I know most of you have never been there, so let me try to describe it to you. Picture this beautiful, technological marvel of a city with skyscrapers, universities, buildings that are basically architectural wonders. The city.
You were awesome, baby.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart. Oh, hey, did I tell you that ball...
Jensen, you lost or something? Didn't think it would take this long to check out one apartment.
I took a detour. Tell me something, Malik. You think a smart card with a Tai Young Medical logo on it will come in handy in this town?
TYM, the global leader in augmentation technology? They put up almost half the cash to build this city, so maybe. Why are you asking?
No reason. Just thinking ahead.
Ever since Ning went missing, May has been on the warpath.
Shove off before I shove you off.
I'm here to see you.
Uh-huh. What about?
Ning.
Open the phone book. Plenty of them in there.
Your friends are holding her. I can make it worth your while if you tell me where.
Worth my while? Yeah, maybe. Let's see some credits first, the tough guy, and then maybe I'll tell you where to find her.
I gotta make sure she's okay first. She'll be a lot more valuable to me and you if she's alive and in one piece, if you know what I mean.
I get it. Smart businessman you are. Okay. I'll tell you. They're holding her on a small side street just off the open gutter in the Daigong district. But listen, I didn't say anything, right?
Wanna party? I can go.
Is this your first time here, American? Best girls in the city. Very high class place.
你只对特价感兴趣啊？这个不便宜的，很值钱，我保证。
嘿，伙计，现在不方便。
Sorry, mister. I'm only dancing tonight. You want more? You have to schedule an appointment. I wouldn't go upstairs if I were you.
Why not? Wait, don't tell me. May and Edgar going at it again?
Yep. And you know what that means.
Yeah. Edgar in a bad mood. Shame, too, because he can be sweet when he wants to.
I'm always amazed by what May gets away with.
Well, she's earned the right to talk back from time to time. When you've been around as long as she has, you know, she practically ran this place before Chan showed up.
I wish she still did.
You and me both, girl.
Good evening, sir. The manager is busy, but perhaps I could be of service to you.
Our manager is currently...
Can't you give me a little discount this time?
Sorry, but for the service you want, you damn well better believe I'm getting my full amount of credits.
别错过了。
I can hardly make my
My
rent this
apologies,
month.
sir.
Join the club,
I
sweet
was
pea.
not aware May had a client waiting.
Scram, man! Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
帅哥。
Run over to the elevator. Press the lower level button and prepare to enter.
You want best in the city? You come to right place. Look on computer and see for yourself. Thank you. Come again.
Access granted.
帅哥。我会帮你消除烦恼。
You come to Hangsha for a good time? Here I am.
你喜欢航沙吗？我想你听不懂我说的话，但是旅途愉快。
市场上最好的，我要向你保证，这些人不可能都
到这
弄错了吧？
儿来。帅哥。
谢谢你，一般大家都认为我。
Buddy Les never pays to get into the hive.
Does he know one of the bouncers?
No. That cheap son of a bitch knows the secret way in through the back alley. But we share it with the rest of us? I don't think so. Asshole.
Forget it, man. It's getting chilly out here. Finish that cig so we can go back inside. Nice Oggs. Tai Young Medical?
What are you looking at?
你好，很高兴认识你。
project which has consumed all of
Don't
my
stay
attention.
here, Lawai. This city is very dangerous, especially lower. Too many groups fighting for control.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things. To modify ocean temperatures through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal management.
Forgive me, Mr. Darrow, but many people believe that your
A little
Arctic
friendly
Ocean
advice.
installation is more risk than
Stay
certainty.
away from the Yuzhao district.
When will we be able to see the
Bell
true
Tower
colors?
has something going on
As
there.
soon as the installation.
I'm here on
If you would
business.
like to hear
What are
more
you
of
here
my
for?
exclusive interview
怎么样
with you，
我能帮你吗
log on to
还是你还在考虑啊？
www.tigerstars.com.
稍等，我要招呼一下要付钱的顾客。
走开！你会把收割者招来的，那很危险。
It doesn't happen often, folks, but it appears that I may have
Excuse me,
to
sir.
retract
Do
an
you
earlier
know how to get to Thai Young
Millionaire
Medical
Hugh Darrow
Center?
has contacted
Sure,
me
gorgeous.
personally
You have to take a
deny
train.
allegations of involvement
But you know
in
you
secret
can't get into the building without an access card.
Oh, really? I just graduated from university and I
My
wanted to
visit
drop
to
off a
Prague
resume.
was
I
related
think you're better off
exclusively to the
sending an
project
email.
which has consumed
It's a
all of
high
my
security
attention.
compound, sweetheart.
You're referring to the
okay.
Panchea
Thanks.
project,
You're pretty.
cooperative global initiative
If
that
you don't
aims
get a
to
job,
heal
I can hook you up.
Earth's ecosphere
My friend
is
works
in
at the
serious
brothel
trouble,
in
Eliza.
Qui-Gon District.
And it's time that we as a species stepped up to
Know
make
any young
things
hotties
better.
who wants to make a
I
quick
just got my
buck?
Best chance of doing this is to modify ocean temperatures.
您是来横沙做手术的吗？这个城市是知名的 augmentation 全球贸易中心。哎，非常可悲。但是要在横沙往上爬，就需要加强
One moment.
装备。
You are not a harvester. We have had the occasional problem with them stealing from limb clinics.
我一般不和陌生人说话。我想我是因为这个。
Lim International welcomes you. You are preferred client? Select what you want from computer. Okay, bye now.
过会再说。
您是来横沙做手术的吗？
It doesn't happen often, folks, but it appears that I may have to retract an earlier statement. Millionaire Hugh Darrow has
It is an
contacted me
insult
personally
that Bell Tower
to deny
Associate
allegations
was
of
contracted to
involvement
assist
in
Hengsha Police in Lower.
你喜欢横沙吗？ I hear other countries are all concerned because the United Nations wants to limit who gets augmentations and who doesn't. Is that true, mister?
在中国，唯一没有从生物科技热潮中获利的，就是这些平民百姓了。
是啊，看看我，虽然我在大有机械工作，但我还住在贫民窟一样的旅馆里。
你好，很高兴认识你。
I feel like the only place to work around here is TYM. I don't feel like being a part of the machine.
You want to work for that weirdo Hugh Darrow in Panchea?
That weirdo is going to stop global warming with this geoengineering project. They're saving the Earth up there.
I heard you can only work there if you have augmentations.
That's true, but I can volunteer to get augmented. Then I get put on a list, and before no time, off to the Arctic Ocean I go.
So instead of being part of a machine, you're going to turn yourself into one?
前阵子回纽约的时候，看了电视里面的新闻，有关 Picus 的内容可是很有煽动性的。
那是因为 Picus 从来就没有赞成这个关于这个超人类组的观点。然后呢，政府呢他们也知道，经济的发展是……你不是当地人吧？是吗？生物技术工作。
别走啊，子怡，再多住几个月吧。
没办法。当初大永机械收购我们公司的时候，我的工资就下降了不少。现在我赚的可付不起房租，
来胶南旅馆住吧。虽然这不是天堂，但是正常。
好的，我会考虑的。
This is not the place for you. Get out, 老外。Keep running, 老外。You're in the wrong part of town, 老外。Go back. You can't escape.
Leave me.
Get away.
Access granted.
Who are you?
Your friend May sent me. She said you were in trouble. Are you hurt?
May. Thank God. And no, I'm fine. They didn't touch me. Not yet, anyway. If you hadn't come, though, how did you find me?
I asked around. I can be persuasive.
I have to get out of here.
You sure you're okay? Can you leave here on your own?
Yes, thank you. Whoever you are, thank you so much. I need to go. I need to get out of this city. I need to get away from that monster, Chan. Tell May, tell her. Thank you for everything. I owe her. I owe you both my life.
Keep to the crowded areas of Lower City if possible, sir.
How can I help you?
你喜欢航沙吗？
妈，等我赚够了钱，我们就可以去找个公寓搬进去住嘛。
那我们现在不得不住在旅馆，难以置信。自从你在大勇那丢了工作，我们的生活就一团糟。
实在抱歉，亲爱的，我保证我会再找一份工作，我们马上就搬回到红沙。
Don't stay here, 老外。 This city is very dangerous, especially lower. Too many people fighting for control.
感受到他坏脾气的人仁慈一点。
There is much to do down here in the lower city, especially in the Kwaigang district.
Ning, did you find her?
I did. She's safe, but running. I think she plans on leaving the city.
She always is a smart girl. I'm glad. I will contact her to make sure she is safe. As promised, here's your payment. If you want more, I have another task. Something suitable for a man of your many talents. Are you interested?
My interest would depend on the task.
By now, I'm sure you heard of Diamond Chan. He is evil man who feeds off the pain and misery of this city. If we are to stay in peace here, he must be taken care of.
You want me to kill Chan?
Yes, but you must make it look like an accident or suicide.
Why does his death need to look like a suicide?
I've made threats against Chan in the past. Because you helped Ning, if anything happens to Chan now, his harvester friends will think we are responsible. I do not want that to happen.
Once Chan is gone, what will you do? Won't some other drug lord turned pimp take advantage of your vulnerability?
I know someone who recently started his own security company. I will hire them to protect us. It should be more than enough, and I can trust them.
Tell me about Diamond Chan.
He's a monster. At first, he forced my girls to take drugs until they be addicted. It made them easy to control and dependent on him. But now, with cheap black market augmentations and customers with augmentation fantasies, it is even worse.
The Li Xing you spoke of earlier.
Yes. In order to squeeze more milk from his cows, he butchers them. The augments are just another form of control. The girls can always be tracked, and the need for neuropathy means they will not run away.
There has to be another way to remove Chan from the picture without resorting to murder.
There is. I have access to certain stimulants. If Chan was caught with them, he would no longer be a problem.
Meaning I could plant drugs on him.
Not on him. Somewhere in his apartment will be enough. He may be dead though. So knock him out, leave the drug, and come back here to me. I have a friend. He works with the police. I'll contact him and he'll make sure Chan is arrested.
I'll do it.
Good. I'll give you the address of Diamond Chan's apartment. It is on one of the nearby rooftops. Lower Hansai is a dangerous place. Simply knock Chan out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest. But if you wish only to get Chan arrested, take these drugs. Plant them somewhere in his apartment after you've knocked him out. When you are done, return to me and I will contact my friend in the police. He will do the rest.
Anything else I should know?
Chan should be alone. He is too proud to have bodyguards around. But
Be careful. Even alone, Chan is dangerous.
Got it.
Mr. Jensen, remember not to cause any wounds on Diamond Chan that make it look like murder. Any suspicion will bring us more trouble from his friends.
So no tranquilizers or peps. Which means strictly hand-to-hand submission shouldn't be a problem.
That is good, yes. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. I will wait here.
You know, there's an amazing view of the cityscape on the rooftop. It's just underneath the canyon. If you're nice enough, maybe I'll take you there.
You know, I'm afraid of heights, and I'm not really sure how I feel about this whole city on top of a city thing.
Come on, the island's only so big. And you said it yourself. It's a center of free corporate expression in China. If we want to keep it that way, we have to build up.
But at what cost? It's taken 12 years to build the hangar so far, and it
Hey,
another 10.
do you know how to get to the Honghua hotel?
Ah, I see. Someone's looking for some action, huh? Quigan District. Just walk over there and go down the stairs. This rooftop connects to all the districts.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Have fun.
I get so lost down here. Every time I come down from the upper city. I mean, the streets are well marked and all, but the Chinese names confuse the heck out of me. Of course, I'm usually coming out of the hive, a bit more impaired than usual by the time I try to read them.
Looking for a good time in Hansa? I recommend you try the Hive nightclub. 2 for 1 drink night. Every
How you
night.
doing?
It's on
Hangshaw some
Cleveland
kind of
Street.
city, huh? Did you know it?
You come to Hangshaw for a good time? Here I am.
来这里买，偷笑一夜。
What are you looking for, Lawai? Guns? Hacking equipment?
What makes you think I'm looking for that kind of stuff?
Hey, I don't want to step on your toes. Just saying, if you need anything, there's a merchant at the Honghua Hotel.
Hey, American. Go Yankees. You want good time? Go to the Hive.
This is not the place for you. Get out, Lao Wei.
Access granted.
What did I just see? You will die! You can't escape! He's got a gun! I have you! Don't kill me! Leave me alone! Ah!
really troubling you? Bell Tower's got the whole apartment complex locked down. Nobody knows why.
我觉得没人会想得出这些调查员是怎么胡来的。
Yeah, well, I was hoping one of them would tell me how long it would be before I could get back in.
你想让一个钟楼的调查员有点基本的礼貌，在这小镇上，你可以去试试。
Apparently some tenant is causing problems in my apartment building. No one's allowed in until he's arrested.
Sorry, mister. I understand English, but I cannot speak it very well. 再见。
Sorry, pal. No one's allowed in right now. Don't get pushy, man. I'm running out of patience.
What do you think of Lower City? Mostly workers from Taiyang Medical live here. Low renting housing, especially at the Alice Garden Park.
Access granted.
They said the biomod industry made Hansa what it is today.
Hey, American, go Yankees! You want a good time? 翻得很滑 ，beautiful as well.
Do you mind, pal? I've got no time to waste on it.
你看不起我啊，老外，你根本不了解这个城市。
Access granted.
They said the biomod industry made money.
To China now as details about a bold maneuver by biotech corporation Taiyong Medical continue to emerge. Sources close to the multinational.
Access granted.
Things have not changed all that much here.
Hey, American, go Yankees! You want good stuff? 你喜欢长沙吗？
Has Chen been taken care of?
I planted the drugs and left him unconscious in his apartment. Your friend should have no trouble with the arrest.
I will contact him immediately. Thank you.
Just glad I could help.
You saved us, Mr. Jensen. Money does not feel like enough thanks for what you have done, but here's the payment promised. I hope you will be satisfied with it. 喂，见，是没？都好了，他做了。是，谢谢，祝你好运。
我的朋友，那些商人能帮你搞到几乎任何东西，尤其是那些不寻常的家伙。
如果你不怕死，可以去问问他们手上都有什么。
这一切都很危险。